Shock Monkey Radio is created by adults for entertainment purposes. The views and opinions expressed here do not reflect the sponsors or FXPG Public Radio. For additional information, refer to the U.S. Bill of Rights. Stand warned. So let's go on to the next story. So Netflix suspends trans employee who criticized the Chappelle Special, who crashed a business meeting. Now, I know a lot of people are talking about Dave Chappelle's new special. I don't feel like I can comment on it because I haven't seen it. I got rid of Netflix when I thought Netflix was becoming too woke. But I don't know. Maybe I was wrong about them. All right, so Netflix suspended 3 employees, including a transgender staffer who spoke out against comedian Dave Chappelle's recent Netflix special for reportedly crashing a business meeting they were not permitted to attend. Netflix suspended the 3 employees and has launched an investigation into them for allegedly attending a quarterly business review meeting that invited only directors and vice presidents, the Los Angeles Times reported. Senior software engineer Tara Field, who is transgender, is among the 3 who were suspended. She has also spoken out about Chappelle's The Closer special, which addressed the trans community after the comedian faced years of backlash and claims that he is, quote, transphobic. I work at Netflix. She put the @ sign. Why am I saying she? That's a he, right? Anyway. I work at Netflix. Yesterday, we launched another Chappelle special where he attacks the trans community and the very validity of transness. That's not a word. All while trying to pit us against other marginalized groups. You're going to hear a lot of talk about offense. We are not offended, Field said in one tweet on the special last week, which was pinned on her Twitter account. Don't play that game, Fox. That's a dude. Quote, what we object to is the harm and content that this does to the trans community, especially trans people of color, and very specifically black trans women, she added. A spokesperson for Netflix said Field's condemnation of the comedy special did not lead to the suspension. It is absolutely untrue to say that we have suspended any employees for tweeting about this show, the spokesperson told the Los Angeles Times. Our employees are encouraged to disagree openly and we support their right to do so. Netflix co-CEO Ted Sarandos and others who were invited to the quarterly meeting reportedly discussed how to handle employee concerns over the special. We are going to discuss it in this meeting. Give us a chance. And he also defended streaming the show in a company memo obtained by Variety. Quote, Chappelle is one of the most popular stand-up comedians today, and we have a long-standing deal with him. His last special, Sticks and Stones, also controversial, is our most watched, stickiest, and most award-winning stand-up special to date, the statement read. Ooh, very clever. Quote, as with our other talent, we work hard to support their creative freedom, even though this means there will always be content on Netflix that some people believe is harmful. Yeah. So apparently Dave Chappelle said some things that pissed off the trans community again. And, you know, in all fairness to the trans people, I mean, he did point directly at you and make fun of you. And I think that's okay. But, I mean, it's quite specific by my understanding of the special. And I agree with Dave Chappelle. I believe that gender is a very real thing, and you can't arbitrarily change it just based upon how you feel or how you dress or whatever like that. And so, and here's the thing: is like Netflix is smart enough to say is like we are not going to abridge Dave Chappelle's freedom of speech, and we are not going to abridge the freedom of speech of our employees who disagree with Dave Chappelle. What you can't do is barge into a bigwig meeting, you know, and not expect some sort of reprimand at your place of employment. If you're working at Netflix, you can't expect to do something like that and not at least face some sort of suspension, if not a termination, for behaving that way. You know? That's your livelihood. What's the phrase? I heard it all the time back in the 90s. Don't shit where you eat. Okay. I think that's something a lot of these people, don't understand. Don't shit where you eat. And so, I mean, it's the audacity and the entitlement this person had, and their accomplices this person had, to think that they had a right to bust into some meeting like some random employee at Netflix is going to be the de facto censor of the entire organization. You're out of your mind. You're out of your mind. They have a long-standing contract with Dave Chappelle. You could dislike him and hate on him on Twitter all day long, but it's not going to stop him from being hilarious, and it's not going to stop people from wanting to see his comedy. You're out of your mind. You think Netflix wouldn't fire your transgender ass just to keep Dave Chappelle as a client, making them buku bucks? I mean, I told you I left Netflix. I haven't seen the special because, and of course, at least people are talking about Netflix again because Netflix put out something that people want to see. Anyway, so good for Netflix. That's what should happen to these people. The employees can't dictate the way the business is conducted. All right? You're not an owner. You're not a stockholder. You're an employee. It's like the guy at the register at McDonald's trying to go to running into the corporate meeting at McDonald's. We need to get this third piece of bread out of the Big Mac. What's the point of all that? Just feed them carbs. It's empty carbs. You can't do that. Expect to keep your job.